Hello everyone, Cannon Loa here with the next Tier 10 Armored Warfare main battle tank, the Leopard 2A7-140. Of course, gotta have that -140 there. And this is the final Leopard tank. And I will say that I actually really like the look of the Leopard 2A7-140. It looks like it has armor plating everywhere and all that stuff. It's a visual. I really like it visually. Now, going on to the stats, with the 140mm gun, you get about 750 damage with 800 penetration, damage per minute of just under 6,000. Your reload time is 7.5. Your hit points is 3,180 without any retrofits, so your stock HP is 6,200 just about. With the internal hull replacement reinforcement, you get 3,500. Your max speed is 72. The acceleration, I did get it down to 4.45, and that is using the intercom system Mark IIIs for my entire retrofits. I have the intercom system Mark III, the internal hull reinforcement Mark III, the enhanced shell materials Mark II, and the air induction pre-cleaner Mark III. So I did get the acceleration down to be kind of shocking for a main battle tank, actually, to see a number as low as 4.45. The hull traverse is 51. The Leopard 2A7-140 is undoubtedly the most maneuverable Tier 10 main battle tank there is in Armored Warfare currently. Camouflage rating, only 5%, just like all of them besides the Armada, because Russia. 400-meter view range, -9 degrees of gun depression, accuracy spread as 0.08. That is really accurate, and your aiming time is 2.01 with my retrofits here. Turret traverse speed is 44.29. That's also really good. For my commander, I am using Carlos, which has the ammo swap speed, aiming speed, increased acceleration after firing, module damage, and rate of fire. For the driver, improved accuracy and improved traverse speed. For the gunner, improved aiming speed and traverse speed. Now going on to the upgrades, the Leopard 2A7-140 does get an armor upgrade that improves its side armor of the hull and turret. It actually improves the rear of the turret, surprisingly enough, and it improves it by a pretty good amount. The armor, after getting the modifiers, you get 600 at the front of the hull, 1,000 for the turret, which with that angling, it is a really effective turret, especially if you're using your 9 degrees of gun depression. Side of the turret, you have 600, which with angling, that is actually pretty good. The side armor is really bad. The side armor for the Leopard 2A7-140 is definitely one of the more disappointing aspects of this vehicle. If something flanks you, it's most likely going to penetrate you with 286mm of penetration versus guns that will do most likely 700 penetration or more, so they can pretty easily get through that. It gets an armor retrofit slot. For the gun, you start out with a 120mm gun, which the stock gun does 600 damage, over 600 penetration. You obviously get higher rate of fire, accuracy, aiming time, and reload time with the 120mm gun. However, with the 140, you do much more damage and have higher penetration. For mobility, you only get the one engine. However, you do get mobility upgrades. With the engine, you get the same 72 km/h top speed, 5.7 stock acceleration, and 32.2 hull traverse, which I somehow managed to get it up to 51. Improves rough handling with the improved suspension, improved tension bars, making it so it's harder to track you, mobility retrofit slot, and improved treads and shock absorbers, which increase your vehicle traverse speed by 15%. Smoke grenades, stabilizer, improved view range, active protection system, and improved autoloader, and finally improved air conditioner, with my setup of having the driver have improved accuracy while moving, plus the enhanced shell materials Mark II, and the stabilizer. You can actually get a pretty good accuracy out of the Leopard 2A7 140, and usually main battle tanks, compared to light tanks and scout tanks, they seem to have lower accuracy while moving compared to those other classes. So having all of those modifiers to while you're that you fire while moving is not too bad. And even though I do have the vehicle in my garage, well, I'll try to get into a hard match, a hard PvE match here, and if it takes too long, I'll just have to use the test drive feature. One thing that I'm worried about is that it's only about an hour by the time I'm recording this, an hour before Balance 2.0 comes out for the maintenance for it, and I still need to do the Challenger 2 ATDU at this time, so kind of sort of worried about that. Also another thing, in this video, I do apologize for the T14 Armada. There was an aspect of the gameplay that got massively cut off, and I don't know why my recording software seems to do this. Is that it keeps, when it really badly lags or something, it seems to stop recording, and of course I don't notice it, so hard to say. So hopefully it doesn't cut out this time, but of course I can't promise anything on that. Okay, this time I have a Sphinx with me, a Challenger 2 ATDU, a Crab, and M1A2. The weak points of this vehicle, I'm not sure if you can see it without my mouse being there, but it's that viewport to the right. If you're looking from this view to the right of the gun, that viewport right there underneath the turret, that's the main weak point of it. And then of course the viewport on commander's hatch and the viewport on the turret. And also you can shoot underneath the gun if he's aiming up to possibly get the turret ring. So I just wanted to make sure that I would mention the weak points. Okay, now it's time to view the mobility of the Leopard 2, just getting up to 60 kilometers per hour. If you have any downhill slope, you can really easily get up to your top speed. It's way easier than any other main battle tank. However, because of that, the Leopard does seem to have a lot worse armor than the other tier 10 main battle tanks, especially in the side armor. Side armor pretty much can't really bounce much, from my experience. Maybe auto ricochets, but that's pretty much it. I'm trying to get a shot on this Challenger 2 here. Just see how fast this thing can turn there. Trying to get this artillery before it puts on too much damage. There you go. Crab got him. Gonna go for that M1A2 over here. Spot them for my team if they want to go after them. And then here is the gun depression. And because of how the turret is, if you manage to get into a position where you're only showing your turret, you can get some serious potential damage blocked from that, because the turret of the Leopard 2 is just so solid. And of course the Leopard 2 bot Leopard 2 using HE, that doesn't really help support that. And of course he fires just as I go over the ridge, so I get penetrated in the lower plate, and he's off the map. Even better. Yay. Just, I don't know. I just felt, I didn't really feel like he had a shot really on me. I thought he was behind the rock in such a way he couldn't shoot at me, but I guess I was wrong there. Oh, I can go for the bonus. I'll quickly do that. So far, 5,000 damage. Not nearly as good as that Sphinx on our team. About the same. Well, the Challenger 2 is definitely getting in there, getting in the action now. Which I'll be jumping into the action just as soon as I get this bonus objective here. I kind of feel like the Leopard 2 A7 can struggle to accelerate fast on rough terrain, but if you're on flat terrain and like roads and stuff like that, it seems to accelerate quite nicely. So it is definitely the most maneuverable main battle tank at tier 10 here. Just zooming across the battlefield. I mean, most main battle, the other main battle tanks would probably be only doing 50 or maybe 60 when this thing goes at its top speed of 72. It has that really good 140mm gun damage that most, well, all tier 10 main battle tanks have. A little bit of lag there. Oh, whoops. Didn't see the Sphinx there. Aiming for the Terminator. I think it's Terminator. It's basically the Terminator 1. Terminator 1.5 maybe? Anyway. Fortunately, I accidentally hit that guy. And the mobility again, going up these slopes. Obviously the crab will be way faster, but just show off the mobility again. This tank, if you want a main battle tank that can really maneuver around the map, as well as having decent enough armor to pull off some good bounces and stuff, especially if you don't like being flanked. With my setup with the 50 degree traverse speed, it is very difficult to actually flank this vehicle if he knows that you are there or coming in at us, because it just turns so quickly. The Leopard just giving the rear there. Oh, another one doing the same thing. Might as well get those critical hits in there. That I forgot to mention, that bar of grading on the rear of the Leopard is actually a weak point. So you can critically hit the grading on the rear of the vehicle. So really nice, easy to hit weak point, as long as you have the rear of the vehicle. So if you're in a scout tank, armored fighting vehicle, you flank one of these, shoot him in that spot. Can even possibly give him an engine fire from that, I do believe, as well. So you can really wreak havoc on one of these things just by getting around it. Enemies spawning at the edge of the map. Just, well, at least this guy, I shouldn't hit the Sphinx on him. Can though. Just missed the weak. But hitting the side, pretty easy. Alright, final defense. Final defense of the mission. I think most of the damage that I've taken this game is primarily from high explosive. I think I only got hit once coming over that ridge that one time throughout this whole game. I have 15,000 damage, which isn't too bad. That Sphinx though, he was doing a really good job. It reminds me of the T-14 Armada that I reviewed just before this, where I got 40,000 damage. Just cannot get a shot on them. Sometimes it can be difficult to get a shot, but they seem eager enough to give me their side armor, so why not? Critical hit. Stop this Challenger 2 from moving. See how well he does against my armor. Wiggle a little bit, bounce again. Pretty much if they don't hit the weak point at the front of your vehicle, the armor does seem to be pretty solid, but against super high penetration guns like the T-90MS Lieutenants and the other T-14 Armadas, you can be penetrated sometimes in your lower plate, even on flat ground. So keep that in mind. Of course, I don't know how this vehicle will be after Balance 2.0 comes out. But currently this is how the Leopard 2A7 is like. Just can't really seem to find any more enemies, I guess. Crab fell down in the... This might be the last guy left. Oh. Pretty much auto-ricocheted off that sidearm. Too much of an angle. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I got the final shot on him. Kill steal that Abrams there. Alright, so this game I did 6,000 spotting damage and 22,000 damage. I got fire support medal, 9,700 on double, and 100,000 credits, so which equates to 63,000 credits. I do seem to do way better in the Armada in terms of everything, I guess. That Sphinx, though, 44,000 damage. Great job on undoing that much damage. This Challenger 2 ATDU, he did 16,000 damage, but it seems like he spotted a lot of people. And same thing with the other two teammates. 4,100 base experience and 60,000 credits profit. Protection, 2,800 mitigated. Out of 12 hits, and I accidentally hit that. I accidentally hit the Sphinx. So overall, at this time, the Leopard 2A7 is the fastest main battle tank. If you want to have decent enough armor to bounce some shots, but you also want great mobility, the Leopard 2 might be the tank for you, especially since this tank also has great 9 degrees of gun depression. It has excellent turret armor, and I'd say the gun performance is really solid as well. So I think that's just about everything on the Leopard 2A7. So hopefully this was helpful in some way, or you just enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.